Man, I really do want these electric sewing machines, but that's going to need more electricity that we just don't have. Of course, it is going to build, so that's not, like, terrible. And it's going to build faster now that I've built more construction. Sure, only one place is not going to like it by the looks of it. And that's San Salvador, which we just took over. Which is not even showing up here, which is funny. I'll bump some electricity there to the top, because I don't think they actually have any at all. That sounds good to me, though. First flight. Look, I'm a bird. Yay! First heavier than air flight has been achieved. Am I the first one to achieve this again? I think so. And now we have the War Industries machine. It's not going to do anything really at the moment. But in the capital, for example, I can go ahead and queue one. And then go back. I don't even see that. War Machines Industries, not producing tanks at the start here, but we don't have tanks ready yet, so that's fine. We'll just queue it up. We would make the most war machines in the world. It is a war thing, so anywhere that has units should be getting these. So Castile is another one that should get them eventually, as well as Aragon. These should definitely have these. They should definitely prepare for that. So we'll get those building. How's the market? Oh, we got submarines. Okay, cool. We got a bunch of trade routes from taking stuff over. So we don't need these. These are bad. These are dumb. The only thing I need is silk. Hi, I did the first flight in the world. Military aviation. The first flight.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Explosives factory. Electricity. Brine electrolysis. Sure.
Well, that doesn't in real life, actually. America?
I feel like it was France, but I don't know. Chemical fertilizer. Was I using the orchards? I don't even know. No, I wasn't. Maintain single crop. Livestock ranches. Brothers. Pretty sure I was doing this.
Americans.
Yeah. Oh, okay. The more you know. I have to go through everything and get everything back to how it was now that I've annexed something. That's the most annoying thing. There should be, like, maybe a pop-up confirmation, like, do you want to standardize? Yes, in fact. Yes, I do. Are we not using electric streetlights? We're using gas streetlights. Oh. Did not know that. Let's use electric and then just build more electricity. That seems better to me. Modern ports. I don't know if we're already doing that, but do it. Telephone switchboards. Yes. Electric sawmills, everything. I think we were doing everything as making some hardwood. Yeah, just normal standard hardwood. Steam donkey. Just ignore these pop-ups. They don't matter. Fishing wharves, steam trawlers. Yes. So much work. Joint steam trains. Steel passenger carriages. Publicly traded. It's so weird that it shows it would be, like, not efficient from what it already is. Take a look at power plants. Yes, we are going to need more power plants. So, just spam. That's a lot of power plants that are needed. Holy cow. Just spam build these at the end of the list. Everywhere where it can profit, we could benefit from having it. Woo! Oh, this is going to fill up the list. Jesus Christ. These are all just places we need it. I want to stress that. Holy cow. 6 years now. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Shortages. Not surprised. But we have enough for the private investment pool. Yeah, they only have 1.5 mil stored away. So, no surprise. Low organization for the Spanish army. What is that going to use, by the way? It's going to use engines. Because what does this do? Hydroelectric at the moment. Oh man, that's going to increase demand for engines. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, we know we're going to need engines, so that's for sure. Let's build like 5 there. Apparently, we could do with more. And this is just in Navarra alone. 5 more, 5 more. Not sure why you want so much in one place. Antioquia can get some as well. Cuba. 1, 2, 3. It's like getting more efficient. In fact, maybe just because Navarra has so much room for this stuff. I don't know. Castile can get 2 more. The more I build, the more income I get, which is funny. Nicaragua, sure. Beira, but I do want some Mappy, you know? I would love to have some Mappy. We could get some Mappy by building some in the unincorporated territories. When I say some, I mean literally like 1 in each of these locations. Just 1. Just so we have the Mappy. There you go. Alright, cool. And even then, you know, that's a lot, but eventually coal would be needed. We are building a lot of coal already. 3 in Navarra. I mean, just max it out in Navarra. We know coal would be needed. Go ahead, add some more in Alejento. How does the market look? I was going to look at that. What are we really negative on? Engines. Specifically engines. Coal is not that bad at the moment. The telephones are bad. Telephones are really bad. The market price, looking at it, yeah, really the engines, the silk. The silk. Do we have anything synthetics? Like anything that could build silk? No, because we would need rayon. And we're focusing military stuff at the moment. Well, with 7 years of building, let's just leave the rest to the private industry, huh? I have 7 years of construction queued up. What's your construction amount?
660.
Oh, I'm at 972.
Damn.
Yeah, and yet my GDP is still much lower than yours.
I need to build up then.
Synthetic solution. Synthetics research. Art silk. Spend for 2 years, 24K. That's not actually terrible at this point. I mean, sure. I'll take that. Art silk. Where's that? In production? Yeah, I found it. Art silk. I'll go queue that up at the end of the list in case it doesn't spread, but it's half done already. Large numbers of North Italians migrating from Austria to Castile. Hungarians from Austria to Valencia and surrounding. That's nice. Very nice. Quite happy. I can have another consumption tax if I want. Automobiles. Free movement and leisure, huh? Do we have any other pure luxuries? That would
But
be
you also
like
got arc welded
luxury
buildings,
furniture. Let's go ahead and grab that. I don't have that, no.
Right? Oh.
Do you have that?
No.
Yeah, no, I don't have that. It's not really a goal of mine at the moment. It can be. I can throw it in at the end of the list. It would have to go through electric arc process first. I'm prioritizing getting, like, tanks and stuff. Obstruction. Pressure the landowners into cooperation. Activism and feminist movement. Landowners less happy. I want the success chance, so yeah, pressure them.
The
British
revolt.
Oh my gosh, wow. That's crazy. Where? It's most of the mainland. Oh wow, and the revolt really likes me. They got like half of their regulars and most of their navy, almost half of their GDP. This is good for us. The more Britain's killing itself, the better.
Yeah.
I don't have the ability to join that because I don't have any interests in them.
I don't want to join that.
Yeah, I don't know if you even want to, but I need to place interests, apparently. My interests are all messed up. We'll have some in America, too. The North Sea, I guess, is what I'd prefer, but the Rhine... Do I care about anything over here? I mean, probably not, no. But still, we can grab something. Maybe like North Germany. North Germany, sure. I'm totally rooting for that revolt, though, since the revolt likes me.
Look at Russia.
Oh. Socialist revolt. They got most of their regulars.
Yeah, it's not Lenin.
No. A Soviet dictatorship. That's the government type. It's mostly made up of the Orthodox Church. That's funny. All the other superpowers are just falling apart. This is our, like, most successful playthrough ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done very well with this block. It's very good. God, our phone shortage is hilarious. Dynam wants a defensive pact. Dynam wants a defensive pact? What the hell?
No, the Russian Republic wants my help.
Yeah. Interesting. A defensive pact with Dynam. That wouldn't be completely awful, but they also wouldn't be completely useful. They just have irregular infantry, so that's not, like, amazing. But they're a decent, powerful nation in Indochina, anyway. Not as good as Siam, who would also take a defensive pact with me. But those two have a rivalry with each other, which is funny. Siam and the Netherlands have an alliance. Okay, you know, I think I'll take a defensive pact with both of them then. Yeah.
I'm not gonna help the Russians.
I'll take these. It's more help for me if I take these. Oh, Siam declined. Sad face. Well, Siam doesn't want one anymore now that I got one with Dynam. That's sad. But it's okay. I could improve? No, I cannot improve relations with them any further. Oh, well. Dynam it is. Still, they're embargoing Great Britain, so that's good for me. And since we are so far, like, down the list, you might as well add some more universities into the list as well. Though the research will matter less. It's still important for education. A clause is coming to town. Let them bicker. Interest group attraction. Manuel guilt for the petite bourgeoisie. Success chance. Throw a bone. Chance to make someone happy. Get success chance. I prefer that. Yes. I'll still need more electrics industries at the end of the day. Something to note. So, let's get some more. The demand seems very spread out, honestly. Let's get 5 in Catalonia. That was a lot of the demand. Okay, cool. Well, let's spread that out until it's positive and then make sure the power plants are good. Toss those at the end of the list because you know we'll need this stuff until we can make it more efficiently, in which case we won't need to build any for a little bit theoretically, except in like new locations. Private industry has completely run out of money, so I'm doing most of the building in my nation right now, which is impressive because my money is still doing very well. But yeah, the private industry can't keep up with this new construction. Funny, because it was just complaining that it needed more. I think it barely needed more. If anything, it barely has anything. The Red Scare. The Red Scare! Rise of a communist regime. No! It could happen here. Panic would be wholly unwarranted. No, it could happen here. Bad trade unions. Bad trade unions. Nobody wants you. Suffragist killed. Oh. This could make the trade unions happy.
I've seen some videos of a
unhappy
communist country, but
sure.
What I
the
see
landowners
from it is
happy.
pretty OP. If you do that.
Yeah? In what way?
In a worker's way. Like you get many buffs from production and everything.
Oh, nice. Women's suffrage got to drafting. Yay! Infamy's down to 9. I'm keeping an eye on that because I will go to war to fix it at some point. Is El Salvador incorporated? It's not. 5 years, 265 bureaucracy to incorporate it. Let's go ahead and do that. I was planning on doing that. I totally forgot about it. The war looks like it broke out between the two Britons. It's so nice to finally see them fall apart. This is definitely because of what we did.
Yeah.
Like, we must have had an effect on this. The revolt only has half the British population. It's because it doesn't have Japan. 30 million of that population that Britain has, which is most of it, is probably Japanese. They have probably most of the Brits, or half of them anyway. That one's a constitutional empire instead of the HM's government. It's got like everybody in the government. That's funny. Well, I'm definitely rooting for them. You guys can do it!
Oh, I need electricity.
Yeah. I just build all the electricity that it shows is profitable because that's how much you need. So I don't build it immediately. I like throw it at the end of the list and deal with any inefficiencies in the meantime.
Yeah, I haven't built it, so I have to build it now.
That's interesting. So this whole time you just haven't been using electricity.
Not actively. I know my private industry, like my investors, build it a lot.
Yeah.
But I haven't built it.
Interesting. I have definitely been building it. I have way more building than built, but I have definitely been building it. Here's some more. Oh, I just threw an extra one somewhere.
Yeah, I have 2 electric industries.
There's a Baltic fundamentalist revolt. Interesting. I like looking at the other nations I've played just to see how they're doing in comparison to me. Oh, the British reactionary revolt got Korea. Police brutality! Cannot tolerate this behavior. Law enforcement reduction? Oh, hell no. Use of force is warranted. Lower strata in Uruguay become radical. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Our loyalists are higher than they've been, I think. Higher than I remember them being. Gone to the dogs. What's that? Russian Republic sided with some revolt or whatever. Okay, success chance. Hear out supporters. Ew. Look at all this gross. Stay the course. Intelligence to become slightly unhappy temporarily. That's fine. How's your debt paying off going?
It was going good. Only now I'm at 97 million now.
Sounds pretty stagnant. Is it because you raised your construction or something? Psychoanalysis.
Yeah.
So now you're having money problems again. What did you raise it to? What
It's
amount?
now at 1300.
Jesus, you went way too high. Why would you go that high?
I just want to see what happens.
Jesus, man. Where did I get this from? Get rid of this. Native
I got a
uprising
lot of
against
communist
us.
events.
Alright, Castile Cougars, mobilize, deploy. This is what you're here for. Are you in Spain? God damn it. Alright, whatever. I have a native uprising. At this point, I could probably get my 3rd army up to full strength. Financially. So I would have like 300 units. Which at that point,
Hey,
I'd be
you beat me in
able...
prestige.
I what?
You beat me in prestige.
I did? How?
Yeah.
How'd I do that? What happened? How did this happen? What? We're still light years apart. My SOL's gone up from 17 to 13%, but my GDP is going up, but yours is too.
You have a lot from your GDP, your power production from Army and the Navy.
Yeah, but you're way more powerful than me, so I don't know. My production of telephones and radios probably helped a little bit, but only a little bit. I don't know why it's so powerful. You're still superior to me in like every way.
You also have a 58% bonus.
Why do I have a 58% bonus? Where is this coming from? 23% timed modifiers. The first flight achieved. That's probably what did it.
Ah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, the first flight achieved. Yeah, that's a temporary thing. But cool. Yeah, you have some negatives from your timed modifiers. I have positives. That's a difference. My GDP per capita has actually gone down. Fun fact. Like the percent, the ranking. I've gone from what, number 9 to number 10. My literacy still sucks, by the way. This whole time, my literacy has been terrible, but I've refused to, like, overdo the universities. Still, I think I've been doing pretty well for how bad my literacy is. The Spanish have proven a great ally. At the end of this list, why does Western Andalusia have the ability to make so much money off of ammunition? There's nothing in Western Andalusia. Maybe, like, some ships, but do they use stuff like that? They do now. They do use stuff like that. Okay. Well, let's build ammunition at the end of the list, where it shows to be the most productive. There you go. There's still some room to profit. I'll build 5 more in Galicia. It's at the end of the list, so it'll take a while before it even gets there. Still, we'll have more than enough. There's a Guatemalan revolt in New Granada's getting involved. Okay. Hey, we don't have any art in Alitenjo or Extremadura or San Salvador, which I make the most art, so I want to keep that up. I built a lot of art. It's kind of funny. I could spread some throughout the unincorporated states, too. Africa. I don't know. It uses electricity now, too, something to keep in mind. Our imports of silk are going down. I hope that's because our amount of silk is improving. I don't know. We do have more capacity coming up to actually build electrics industries, so I'll do that, and then get any electrics industries to support it. San Salvador could get another rail line if it needs it. I'll just build a couple of the most profitable ones. Anything over 10 in productivity, I suppose. I should maybe build more, honestly. Yeah, let's build some more. If it's productive, then you know what? It's productive. I don't see why not. The communists are coming for our women! I remember this event.
I also got that event.
They're coming for our women! The Russian communists! I agree. I agree. The communists are coming for our women, yes. I think this is a fact.
You know what would be really fun? To live in the past, like in the Cold War
French
era,
group violence.
and just
Oof.
know everything you know now,
I'll
and
lose
just
success chance.
watch what everyone says. You know, in the country, in the U.S. and in Russia, like what lies have been told, and what sounds really interesting.
Hurting the trade unions. Sure. I wouldn't want to live before now. The medical technology was terrible. Go back to the Victorian era, and there's a 50% chance you're gonna die as a kid.
That's true.
It was still a common belief, like nobody believed in germs. They believed there was a miasma in the air. So if you smelled a pile of shit, that could make you sick. But if you drink water with urine in it, that's not going to make you sick. They literally believed this.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you live and know everything you know now,
I wouldn't want to know it. I wouldn't want it. No, because then I'd have to deal with all these fucking idiots around me.
Well, you do that now also.
I just try not to think about it. Spanish colonization rights. All right, all right. Military. Where's my boy? Castile Cougars. Station you guys in Africa, honestly. I'm tempted to give you your artillery now, because I think I can squeeze this into the budget just fine, yeah? Pretty sure. So, I guess I'm just going to spam click this, yeah. Serbians are migrating from the Ottomans to Panama, that's cool. I am upgrading my 3rd army with 50 or 45 siege artillery. I will now have 300 land units and 100 naval, because I can afford it now, I think. In war, it would be hard, but it's a small upgrade, but definitely a welcome one. This guy is really old. He's 69. Let's get a new guy, huh? Wrathful. Morale loss, but morale damage. Interesting. Mountain combat expert. Interesting. Offensive planner
I don't think
grifter.
I'm gonna increase my military too much.
Erudite. Command limit reduction. Supply route cost
I don't
reduction.
know.
I think I'll take this guy, the
I
Catholic.
don't see the point in it right now.
Well, I see a point, because these wars are big. I know I could definitely use more units, so having at least this 3rd stack filled out seems good to me. Remote.
Yeah, but I already got a lot of units, so...
You do, yes. I'm just trying to be super useful. Perpetrators pay for their crimes, yes. And my money capacity is allowing me to expand it, so I can be in 3 places at once, fully offensively.
The communists are winning.
Which is to be expected. They got most of the regulars, and they've made a fuck ton of conscripts. Yeah, they're gonna win. Easily at this point. Oh my god, this communists... In communist fashion, they've lost 115,000 men dead, whereas the non-communists have only lost 40,000. They're winning with human bodies. Why is that the most Russian communist thing ever? It just is. Conveyor belts, assembly lines, that is a big thing. And I got women's suffrage. That helps standard of living, I think. Dependence enfranchisement. That sounds like it helps. Well, I have a good amount of peasants. I don't need
by the way, I
these.
lied just now.
Why did you lie? Do you hate me?
No, it was an accident. I do have power plants. I didn't have much electric industry, so telephone production, and I increased that just now.
No.
Yeah.
I'll enable this on just the tooling workshops for now. Just the tooling workshops, because it also uses tools. So it's just a good place to get it started. Queue up any power plants that enables, which there's a surprising amount enabled. Our construction queue is still something like 8 years, so I don't want to rush it too bad. Well, women have their suffrage. That's cool. What is the dependent enfranchisement that can join interest groups and vote? Okay, well, that doesn't do that in that case. But we retain the birth rate reduction we would have gotten here for 15% more workforce ratio. Why is it only 15%? Like, did most women just decide not to work then? Is that what it is? I can't really do anything else law-wise in my nation right now that is not enabling welfare. And I don't really feel like enabling welfare.
I can understand that.
I don't want to give the poor money. Give them money now, I'll have to give them money forever, because it's such a popular idea that barely anyone opposes. At least the poor laws, only the landowners oppose it. They're not that strong. And everyone really
It does
supports
increase
it.
your standard of living.
It does, yes. But it also costs me a lot of money. Whereas I could just make them work instead. I don't know, I'm tempted to do it for the standard of living, but I mean, my standard of living is already at middling 15.5, which isn't terrible. It's almost as good as yours, and I don't have any poor laws at all.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, there's a lot of nations that are better, but I'm meeting all the minimum expected, so. The ones that I'm meeting the worst are the lower strata, of course. But I'm still meeting it. I don't know. I'm tempted, but at the same time, it's like, This is probably the only one in this entire selection of things you can do that makes me go, is it worth getting it?
I got it and it cost me 30k.
So theoretically, it wouldn't be as bad for me, and I earn a lot. So I could do it. I love the description for the poor laws. Getting the tramps and hobos off our streets and into the workhouses is well worth the cost. I don't know how this is supposed to theoretically increase employment. Sure doesn't seem like it is. Yeah, I guess I'll get the normal poor laws. That's fine. Just the first one, though, not the other ones. This one has 2 times the support of the other ones, and it would be the least costly. Sure. This one I'm doing something. I'm almost out of infamy again, so that's cool. Almost time for another conquest.
Labor rights?
Labor rights? I have regulatory bodies for that one, yeah.
Okay.
I can't
I
do
don't
any
have
better at the
anything.
moment. But children are still working. I can't change that. Oil discovered in the Libyan desert. And all my institutions are maxed except Home Affairs. Let me max that out, because that's a useful one to prevent revolutions. Probably a big part of why we did not have a revolution. Oh, I can't attack New Granada. Austria would help them. And Mexico. And Guatemala. Wow. Alliance with Mexico. Defensive pact with Guatemala. Okay. Well, that gets in my way. The White Images. A stream of wealthy Russian influence fleeing the communist regime. Russians are fleeing the communist regime. With tales of revolutionary terror and unbridled proletarian excess. Okay. Interesting. And you know, I can't go after New Granada very easily because they would have a lot of individuals that want to help them, including Austria for some fucking reason. Argentina-Chile wouldn't be a bad mixture. It would not. And if Brazil helped me, that would make it even easier. And I assume the population here is agreeable. Plantain, yeah. I mean, these are all just former Spanish, man.